Hi guys and girls, Rose Burnett here, Mind, Body, Soul Bounce, out of one of my favourite places, in nature, doing a very early morning walk, and I want to talk to you today about the power of the mind, the things that you say to yourself, the thoughts that you recycle through, and how they impact either your success or failure in this world in any aspect of what troubles you most, it kind of came up from chatting, and I'm going to give a shout out to a few people. I want to give a shout out to Susan, who's on my YouTube channel. It's been going through a bit of a tough time for quite a few years actually, and it kind of really reminded me, and also I always share my own experience. So I want to give a shout out to Linda, who's just gone through some very significant surgery. She's back home and she's healing, so awesome to have you back, Linda. And I often talk about how we can keep recycling things through from the past, and when you do that for a certain amount of time, it becomes your story, it becomes who you are, and it's something to be so very, very mindful of, because it can totally change who you are as a person, your personality, how you think about life. You can suddenly shift from being somebody that's quite positive and optimistic to somebody who's stuck in negativity and feeling like things are never going to change in your life. And it's something to be very, very mindful of, right? Because it can be quite hard to dig yourself out of that hole. And we all go through challenging experiences in life. They're there for a reason, right? Sometimes they just happen randomly. It's always going to create strength and resilience within itself. It also brings us wisdom. Ideally we learn from our experiences. Sometimes it's just things we go through. We always have the capability to bounce back. Sometimes we can be radically changed by experiences in our lives, ideally for the good. Sometimes you just have to look for the blessings in things. I also want to give a shout out to Miki, who said to me the other day, in fact I think it was yesterday, she goes, there's something different about you. Got the light swinging through, You've got a glow. And you know what? I finally got back to 100% health after all the crap I went through last year. And finally beaten a bout of pneumonia that's taken me bloody 12 weeks. I'm an Aussie, we swear a little bit, right? 12 weeks is a goddamn long time. And, I actually struggled with recording my videos on YouTube because I literally could not expand that lung when I was talking. So I might have sounded a little bit croaky, and that's why. But I didn't give up. I ploughed through it. I'm never going to give up. And neither should you, You're on this earth for a reason. You're all beautiful, beautiful souls with unique capabilities and things to contribute to this world, whether it's just to your children, whether it's just to live a happy, joyful life, whether it's to give back to community. And I guess the other thing I want to say to you, we will get back to the power of thought, right, is if you're feeling alone on your path, the light's kind of funny here at the moment, that can often happen with a disconnect from family or friendships, and sometimes people disappoint you in your life. They're not who you thought that they were going to be for you in terms of a support system, a part of that is going it alone sometimes and finding your family. It may not be your biological family, it can be your friendships, it can be your children, you'll always have that connection, but sometimes it's not as strong as you want it to be. And I guess I want to say to you is you're never alone on your path. You always have your soul tribe. And I'm going to link in a few meditations today. They're going to help you, one, with the power of your thoughts, and two, connecting with your soul tribe. And I'm talking about your spiritual team. And it doesn't mean you have to be religious. We all have a soul within us. Pretty much, I'm a big believer in, I never used to be in past lives. I've seen many of mine. Clients I work with, I can tap into theirs. So you've often been here many, many times before. Some of you have a very, very special soul light, and it's often those who feel quite different to others. You may feel disconnected. You may be highly spiritual. And sometimes there's that bit of homesickness in terms of connecting because you're separated from your spiritual tribe, but you're not really. They're always around you. So I'm going to pop a beautiful, beautiful meditation in here by Dakota Walker on how to tap back into your soul tribe whenever you want to. You can, of course, just call them in and talk to them. Ideally, be in a beautiful place like this out in nature, So let's talk about the power of your thoughts. So if you're constantly carrying a big backsack of emotional baggage with you every day, right, and you haven't let it go, it's going to weigh you down. It's going to impact everything and the aspect of how you think about things in your life. Yeah, it's going to be skewed. The most important thing you can do is spend some time, and it can take quite a while. Often we think we've cleaned our stuff up, right, but it can be deeply, deeply rooted. It can be karmic things that have been layered on you over many, many years. That stuff's quite hard to budge, but you can do it. You can do it. It takes a lot of emotional release. It takes facing things in your life. It'll often show up in the areas of your life where you're struggling the most, yeah. And journaling can be one of the most therapeutic things to do, yeah. Write down the things of where you're struggling in your life, and then seriously ask yourself, why? Why am I struggling? Why can't I do this? Why in my mind do I feel like I can't do this? Why in my mind do I feel like I don't deserve to be happy, joyful, abundant, wealthy? Why can't I ever seem to manage to get what I want in life, particularly material things, yeah, because often that's a big bugbear for us, yeah. You know, and it comes back to also to your abundance mindset and what you're trying to achieve. Now, if you're saying one thing but you're vibrating something else, like you don't truly believe you're worthy of it or deserve it, or that everybody else gets it but you don't, you've got to shift your vibration to match what you truly want. You've got to know within self that you absolutely do deserve it. It's a very easy and powerful way to change that, and it's to list down. You can write it, you can say it when you're out and about, obviously not out loud. I am worthy of, and you fill in the blanks, yeah, and you list everything. You keep going, I'm worthy of, I am worthy of, I am worthy of, yeah, you fill in what it is that you want in your life. And as you keep listing them all, when you start getting to the bottom of that list, you're truly, truly going to believe it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. I'm going to link in a beautiful meditation by Bob Proctor on abundance. And it only takes about, I think it's about 11 or 12 minutes long, yeah. Something you can do every morning before you get out of bed, yeah. 10 minutes. You can get up 10 minutes earlier. Wake yourself up 10 minutes earlier to do that meditation, to set your mindset for the day, yeah, to release any negativity. It allows your brain to rest, it allows your thoughts to rest, it allows your heart to rest, and opens you up to the abundance in this world, to the abundance within you. You know, I guess one of the other things I want to say to you is often, you know, I do read the tarot and there's certain predictions that come out. We always co-create those experiences, yeah. Sometimes if you're very lucky, you'll get a windfall or a certain surprise of some type, but often it's based on what you're doing, what you're creating, the things you come up with. Don't ever discount your ideas, the power of those ideas. The key thing is you've got to bring them into form. You've got to start working on them, yeah. You've got to create the containers for your abundance to flow into, whether that be the job you're working at, whether it's studying something new to get yourself up the career ladder a bit more to bring more money in, whether it's to start working on your ideas and putting them out there to the world. They're no good sitting in your computer or in your head or in your heart, right? You've got to get them out there. And, you know, in times of that, it's also very important every day to work on your positivity, your optimism, your connection with spirit, because that's what's going to bounce you up, buoyant you up, and help you to keep going, particularly in times that's really, really challenging. And for those of you that want to work one-on-one with me and tackle some of those deep issues that you've been holding on to from the past, I'm going to put a special offer in with this video, yeah? You can work with me one-on-one with the Deep Karmic Healing Package, which is a 1-hour personal reading which looks really deep into, it's a healing reading actually, the areas that we need to focus on, yeah, in terms of what's coming up for you. And particularly around chakra balancing, things you need to clear out of your chakra that you've been holding on to for a long time, your chakras, yeah. And it leads and helps into the, there's a 1 hour, I'm just going under a tree here, there's a 1 hour distance Reiki energy healing session with it as well, yeah, to help release a lot of those things from self that you've been holding on to for a long time. So if you're interested in that, there's a little link that's going to pop up here with a special offer. I'm actually, for today, going to give you $20 off that package. I'll run it to the end of January, yeah, so if you want to work with me one-on-one, go check that out. There's a lot more information on the booking page, yeah, it'll take you straight through. All right, I'm going to keep going on my walk. And I guess I just want to say to you that you are deeply loved. You are never alone. You are always capable of doing more than you think you can. And I'm here for you. We're all here for you. And have an awesome, awesome day. All right, bye.